I mean, you'll always have what you need, or at least they convince you of that, right? They convince you that you'll have everything you need. Think about it. Every ad known to man, we have what you need. Full discount, money back guarantee, high class, high quality, gourmet, limited time only, affordable payments, no credit, no problem. Buy one, get one free special offer made just for you, so get it while supplies last. Welcome in, everybody. You know what time it is. It's time for some RuneScape and Rant. And today, we're going to be ranting about consumerism, but not just any type of consumerism, complacent consumerism, which is a multifaceted issue. There is two main parts to this problem, and we're going to get into that today. So, let's get into it. First things first, I just want to preface this by saying that I'm not just on here to bitch, right? Like, this is to bring awareness, because a lot of people out there just go through the motions and don't even really realize what's going on. Right, I think that's a side issue that's not necessarily one of the main issues. But that being said, right, let's bring some awareness. Let's shine the light on one, corporate greed, and two, complacent consumers. That's what we're gonna get into. You could look at complacent consumerism from two angles, right? You can look at it from the business perspective and from the consumer perspective, which is well, it's definitely interesting. So, from the business perspective, right? From the business perspective, complacent consumerism lead to stagnation and missed opportunities for corporations. Now, is that a bad thing? No. Corporations are always going to innovate and develop new ways to manipulate you, the consumer, if you're not paying attention to what's going on. Right? If you have no knowledge, or you just don't care. It's either you don't know or you don't care, right? And that seems to be a big problem nowadays in Western culture, is people are so comfortable. They're so content with their situation that they just don't care, right? Either that, or they're resistant to change.
Leave me alone, I don't have any change!
Like, there's no will to change anything. Everything's good enough the way it is. Why, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. A lot of people stagnate themselves, right? It's not just the businesses. Like, people legitimately stagnate. And, if the options are good enough, if they're okay, right? If they don't need to go anywhere else, they don't have a need for anything better or an improved, either service or product or whatever it is, right? Gaming industry has a lot of this with like the gotcha shit. Or even, building custom maps in some gaming companies. Like, I think Blizzard is one of them. You build custom maps for stuff, and they consider it their own intellectual property. It's not, you know what I mean? It's not the intellectual property of the person who created the map. It's their own intellectual property because they created the game, right? Which on a surface level kind of makes sense, but still, nobody's going to challenge it. Why? Because what can you do? I'm just a person. This corporation has teams of lawyers. It's just like The narrative out there is incentivized to keep people from doing literally anything about it, right? And why would you want people to be doing anything about it? If you can manipulate them into, buying or using your product of any kind, why would you not? If you can manipulate them, why would you not? Right? The boomers will love this one. Apathy towards innovation, right? People get very apathetic towards innovation with new technology. Either they don't want to learn it or they don't understand it.
I don't know what that is. I've never seen that.
And you have a lot of that with these like self-service machines at fast food places. You go, McDonald's or whatever, fucking Burger King, Taco Bell, you name it. And they have these kiosks now where you're making orders and shit. And people are like, I just want to talk to the fucking person at the register. What the hell happened to that? Apathy towards innovation. That's a fucking thing. This is part of the complacent consumerism. Like, and then, on top of that, you have the dependence on established brands, right? So, like, people aren't going to go anywhere else. Yo, Fredo, welcome in. People aren't going to go anywhere else for any other products if they know they can get what they need where they need it or where it's at, right? Like, I don't have to go to Target because Walmart's right there. I can just go to Walmart. Or even better yet, I don't have to go to Walmart. I can just go to the fucking convenience store down the street if all I need is a soda. You know what I mean? There's convenience everywhere. And that's part of what, enables the complacency is the fucking convenience. Now people are addicted. People are literally addicted to convenience. Drive-throughs, you got double drive-throughs, you got fucking drive-ins, you got Uber Eats, DoorDash, fuck, you ain't even gotta go anymore, bro. You have somebody else bring you your shit now. Grubhub, fucking, you name it, dude. Are you kidding me? This is all just adding to the complacency, right? If you don't have to go there, then you don't have to worry about it. It's out of sight, out of mind. You ain't got to know where your food's coming from. You ain't got to know what's going into it, as long as it shows up at your doorstep and it's edible. And it's not just food. It's like clothes, fucking, soon it'll be human body parts once we're able to manufacture that shit.
We can rebuild him.
And a lot of this just, it falls on the consumer to make their informed decisions. Sometimes it gets bad enough where you have boycotts and you have this shit and that shit. Like you had a boycott of League of Legends when they rolled out the lane swapping deal where you can't lane swap before 4 minutes. You had a whole shit ton of people just not play the game that day, right? But the complacent part of that is people didn't play the game for a day. And Riot Games knew that. They knew they were going to, okay, it's a boycott. They're going to, our active people playing the game that day is going to dip. But they'll be back the next day. Why? Because that's the game they play. That's what they want to play. They'll get over it. Whatever problem they have with it, they'll get over it. It's like, no. Literally, I have a problem with McDonald's poisoning fucking people. I haven't eaten McDonald's in 10 plus years. Over 10 years. I have not eaten a single fucking item at McDonald's in over 10 years. It's fucking disgusting. I walk into the place and it smells like burning fucking trash or burning plastic and feces. Like, McDonald's actually smells like shit if you don't eat it. It's fucking, you can't be complacent or you're never going to get anywhere with these companies. They're just going to keep feeding you shit, keep convincing you need things that you don't have money for, so you're going to take out fucking loans. Like, that's America's new pastime for sure. George Carlin went over this. He has a whole comedy skit on fucking America's pastime being consumerism. That's why I was happy when fucking Ben Talk brought this up and was like, I want you to rant about this, right? is because it actually is a fucking problem. It's been a huge problem since, malls opened up. Now you have malls, mini marts, shopping centers, convenience stores, you name it. And again, in today's day and age, it's even worse because you have freaking DoorDash and Grubhub and Uber Eats and all this, we will bring it to you. Just be fat and lazy and consume. That's your only job in this world, is to consume what we feed you. Welcome to planet Earth. Naturally, I think that there isn't a viable solution to this, to be honest with you. I think that this is a byproduct of a successful society. And by successful, right, I mean relatively thriving. We have an abundance of food in the West. We have an abundance of luxury in the West. Safety, fucking, you name it. Like I said, you want it, you can have it. It's at your fingertips. Here in the West, you go to sub-Saharan Africa, it's a fucking way different story. Way different story. You ain't finding, Grubhub in the Congo. You ain't finding Grubhub in the fucking Congo, bro. That's just not happening. It's just not happening. You ain't gonna find Grubhub in fucking Azerbaijan or fucking, you know what I mean? The mountains of Afghanistan. Fucking, come on, man. This is a thriving society issue. It's not a worldwide issue. Maybe worldwide in the sense of the thriving societies, but I think it's a byproduct. It's just a byproduct of a thriving society. There isn't really a solution. It just happens. That's just the way it is. As unfortunate as that is, that's just how it is, right? And what that ultimately leads to is us living in a corporatocracy, right? And for those of you that don't know what a corporatocracy is, a corporatocracy, or corporocracy, is an economic, political, and judicial system controlled or influenced by business, corporations, or corporate interests. A whole lot of that going on. We got big food, we got big ag, we got big pharma, we got military industrial complex. You fucking name it. Big tech, all kinds of shit. All kinds of shit. Big food, big pharma, big tech, those three all feed into each other too. And they all make it so you are distracted. Distracted so that they can manipulate your decisions subconsciously. Some MK Ultra shit. And they're good at it too. Businesses are good at making sure you just consume without recourse, right? They can just do whatever the fuck they want without any kind of repercussion. Because if you do anything about it, well, you lose your opportunity to have that thing. The organized propaganda advertising campaign is literally everywhere. It is pervasive in all things. Trade cards, shop signs, catalogs, letterheads, fucking billheads, newspapers, magazines, social media, web pages, home pages, your fucking billboards, your signs, your TV commercials. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. Everything you see nowadays is advertising. If I was monetized on YouTube right now, if I had enough subscribers to be monetized on YouTube, guaranteed you would have seen an ad before this video. You see streamers that put ads in their videos. This video is brought to you by AGI or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Whatever the fuck product that the video is brought to you by.
This video is brought to you by Tesla.
Like, fuck. It's everywhere. You participate in it. Why? Because it makes money. It makes money. I mean, you'll always have what you need. Or at least they convince you of that. Right? They convince you that you'll have everything you need. Think about it. Every ad known to man, we have what you need. Full discount, money back guarantee, high class, high quality, gourmet, limited time only, affordable payments, low credit, no problem. Buy one, get one free special offer made just for you, so get it while supplies last. Sound familiar? That's why I said this is a two-part problem. You wind up complacent, and they keep you there. Deliberately. They create this sense of urgency. Get it while supplies last. They make it seem like it's this product you fucking absolutely have to spend money you don't have on shit you don't need.
Call now for a free in-home estimate.
It's crazy. This world we live in is crazy. Corporatocracy. Gotta love it. But again, there is an incentive to keep people, intertwined in the system. And it's funny too, because like feminism, right? It's just like feminism in the sense that there's an incentive in business to keep people single too. You're in a family, you're making more informed decisions, right? You make decisions as a group, individually. You need more products, right? If you're a couple, let's say a man and a woman living together, right? You only need one coffee maker. But if you're a man and then a woman, separately, you need two coffee makers. There's an incentive to push that like single fucking, independent lifestyle, right? There's an incentive to push that. Double the products. You double the amount of products that you can sell. Doubling the money that you make.
Prepare for trouble!
Make it double.
Don't be afraid to stand up against these companies. Fucking A. Boycott them. That shit's effective. But it has to be done correctly. You can't just do it for a day. You gotta legitimately, like me, for instance. I will never eat at McDonald's ever again. Like they could redo everything at that fast food chain. They could redo everything. And without beyond a reasonable doubt, they use real food and they're not putting any of these preservatives and poisons and whatever the fuck else in there, right? They could prove beyond a reasonable doubt that they have fixed everything and turned a full 180 in their product, quality. And I would still never eat there on principle. On fucking principle that you motherfuckers did that shit in the first place. You sat here and got people addicted to your fucking chicken nuggies. And now we have the biggest fat epidemic of all of history. All of human history. We have the biggest fucking overweight and morbidly obese epidemic in the West. Specifically in the United States. Holy shit, the amount of fat people. You want to see some just disgustingly fat people? Go to Walmart. Go to Walmart. Guaranteed, you find at least one person who's taking up half the aisle in their little scooter chair. And guess what? They're stacking their carts full of this fucking shit and that fucking shit. They're part of the problem. That's part of the complacent consumer problem. It's an addiction, people. Treat it like one. Like, holy shit, man. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's fat America. It is fat and in the way America. And a lot of it has to do with complacent consumers that are just going through the motions, addicted to buying their shit because they gotta have their fucking chicken nuggies, dude. Gotta have their fucking chicken nuggies. Holy shit. Your materials are your life. I hope you found everything you were looking for in your precious world of things. Like, that's probably one of my favorite video game villain quotes. And it comes from Kefka in Final Fantasy VI. He says that at the end of the game. Oh, and have you found everything you were looking for in your precious world of things? Like, that quote holds so much meaning. It's fucking crazy. Especially in consumer fat America. But, again, I don't think there's a solution. I think it's a byproduct. I think it's inevitable. Inevitable to have complacent consumers. It's just something that happens. And that's okay. There are those of us out there who will realize and who will get it. There might even be some people who see this video when it comes out after the fact that are like, yo, I didn't even think about it like that. Holy shit. And then they're going to start paying attention. And even if they don't address it immediately, they might still start to recognize certain patterns because, goddamn, human beings are wonderful pattern recognition machines. Recognize certain patterns and be like, oh, you know what? That's just this kind of advertising or that kind of advertising. Holy shit, it literally is everywhere. What the fuck? And the more you notice, the more you know. And knowing is half the battle. Just throwing that out there. Knowing is fucking half the battle. But we got to stop playing this, like, allowance game where they're just allowed to manipulate and control the shit out of you. Like, I get it. Sometimes it might be a little difficult to spot the bullshit, but, like, you know, I feel like if people allowed corporations, government, etc., to do a lot less by making there be actual consequences, i.e. a massive loss of money, right? Oh, we're just not going to fucking go there anymore. And now you're going out of business. Should have thought about that. The whole go woke, go broke thing actually makes me happy. That is a redeeming factor. And I think that shows people are starting to realize what the fuck's going on. But there needs to be a level of personal responsibility when it comes to this shit, right? There needs to be a level of personal responsibility. Y'all, I gotta get the hell out of here. I got more shit I gotta do before it starts raining. So, I hope all of you out there in the world have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you're at. Enjoy your time, because it may be limited. You never know. As for me, my time with you currently has come to an end. So again, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and I will catch you next time. Peace.